especially when we're talking about a highly competitive race, I like talking about the issues. The candidates here have some name ID. We're talking about a former Congresswoman in Katie Porter, a former Fox News host in Steve Hilton. No one's as recognizable, though, as former Vice President Kamala Harris. Do you think, then, that this race could come down to the issues? And if so, what are those top issues facing California voters?
Absolutely, I think it can. I think that these issues that are facing voters in California are part of the reason why we've seen Governor Newsom's approval rating tick up so highly over the past several months. But just looking at those issues and what candidates will have to speak to within the state of California, the economy continues to be the top issue with 30%. And then we see housing with 26%. We've seen this before, and I think it's still worth pointing out that this is a unique situation in California where a majority of voters say that either the economy or housing affordability are their top issue. These candidates have to speak to this, and they have to speak to why the housing market in California is the way it is and why things are as expensive as they are and what they plan to do in order to bring some of those costs down. If we look at what California voters say are their top issues for the country, it changes a little bit. The economy is still in first place with 30%, but then threats to democracy, 28%. That's right along there with the economy. So you can see some of the dynamics here of federal policy versus state policy and what people think are important. And that threats to democracy number, that's very high. I don't think we've seen it higher in any other state. Clearly, that's on the minds of Californians here.
We certainly have a lot to look out for when it comes to this race, especially because we have that primary in June. And I hope that means we have a lot of conversations coming our way. Matt Taglia, per usual, thanks so much for joining me. You're welcome back anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you, Brittany.